What's up guys, Aaron here, and this is my quickest way of getting Meteorite armor in Terraria. First of all, what you want to do, you want to grab some wood. Wood is the base of everything, and you're going to need it anyway for like torches, armor, you know, just the general things. Next thing you want to do, start creating your house. So what I've done here is started digging out the floor, and now I'm just going to place down some wood, make a simple shelter. It doesn't have to be pretty. And then once you've done that, place your walls down. You know, you guys know how to make a nice looking house, so it doesn't really matter. So step 2 is creating enough housing space for the NPCs that you're going to get later on. So you want to make at least 3 rooms, one for your guide, one for the merchant, and the other for the demolitionist. Now you're only going to get the demolitionist if you have a bomb or grenade in your inventory. This counts for dynamite as well. And you're going to get the merchant if you have, I think it's about 50 silver in your inventory. Don't quote me on that, but that's what you need. And then you've got to start going down into your cave. So once you've found a cave, you go down into it and try get deep enough that you start seeing these little grey pots. Once you break open these little grey pots, they'll give you anything from rope to potions, and occasionally you'll find money and bombs. These are the things that you're going to have to find to continue on the adventure. And as I said earlier, you're going to need a bomb for the demolitionist and money for the merchant. So once you've come up from your cave, hopefully the merchant and the demolitionist should have spawned. Now what you want to do is use the money that you got from the caves to buy rope and bombs. If you don't have enough money, just go back down into the cave or sell some rubbish in your inventory that you don't need. You're going to need the rope and the bombs for what I'm going to say later. Now using some of the bombs that you've bought from the demolitionist, try turn, I would say at least 10 of them into sticky bombs. You're going to need this for what I'm going to show you later. Also, what I forgot to mention is use that wood that you cut down earlier to make some wooden armour, because that little bit extra armour does help you out. Now what you want to do is head off and try find the Crimson or Corruption, depending on what world you've generated. Now it's a random chance of getting either Crimson or the Corruption, but I would say that this technique's easier in the Corruption because there's a lot of straight down caves, whereas the Crimson kind of goes back and forth and it's a bit hard to traverse. So if you could try get a Corruption world, that's great, but the Crimson also works too. Now what you want to do is start placing rope down the caves so you can actually get down, because it's obviously fall damage is quite a problem in this game. Now once you're deep down inside of the Crimson or Corruption biome, you should start seeing these little shadow orbs or crimson hearts, depending on if you're in the Corruption or the Crimson. Now we're going to use those bombs that I was talking about earlier. Now what you want to do is create an initial crater with a sticky bomb. Now the advantage of using this over a normal conventional bomb is that it doesn't fly around everywhere. Now once you've created this crater, you want to keep on throwing bombs into it. Make sure you only throw another bomb after the other one has exploded to get a guaranteed chance of blowing up as much of the kind of crater that you can. So once you've actually reached the shadow orb or crimson heart, you want to break it with your pickaxe. Now they'll normally drop some kind of item, but the item is kind of irrelevant at the moment because we're just trying to spawn a meteorite. Because when you break these, the night after there is a chance that a meteorite is going to spawn, and the more that you break, the more of a chance a meteorite will spawn. The only problem is that if you break 3 in the same biome, the boss of that biome will spawn, and this is either the Eater of Worlds in the Corruption biome or the Brain of Cthulhu in the Crimson, so you want to avoid them at all costs. So you'll see in a second that a meteorite has landed. So what you want to do, you want to set out on another adventure to try find this meteorite. Now you should have bombs remaining. If not, you can just buy some more if you have money. Now my meteorite spawned in the jungle biome, which isn't ideal. Hopefully yours will spawn somewhere else. Now what you want to do is start just chucking as many bombs as you can at it, because we're not here to mine it because we can't yet, because obviously we have absolutely crap tools. We're here to just blow it up. Now when you do blow it up, it's not going to break any blocks, because, well, it's going to break blocks, but it's not going to actually destroy them. They're just going to fall on the floor. So once you've done that, you can just pick them up again and use any sticky bombs that you have left. Just throw everything at it, and then once you've got it all cleared up, you can just take it back to your house. So it's a win-win, really. Just remember that meteorite heads will spawn and they do quite a lot of damage to you, so try hit them away with any weapon that you have. Generally they're quite easy to avoid. So I've just recalled, I'm going to get the hell out of there, and I'm going to make my meteorite chunks into meteorite bars, and all you have to do this is just take them to your furnace. Now I made quite a lot from this trip, as you can see, because you can make quite a lot of meteorite bars from just one meteorite trip. And I didn't actually have an anvil yet, because obviously we're quite early in the game, so what you can do is just go to the merchant and just pick up an anvil for, it's 50 silver or something like that. It's not that expensive for you guys, and you can just sell a few meteorite bars if you actually need to, because you've got absolutely tons. And as you can see, I can actually make a full set of meteorite armor. Now, what are the benefits of having meteorite armor? Well, you can make a space gun to go with it, and then you can basically take on the wall of flesh, and you can get into hard mode. It's the best way of doing it. It's the quickest way, in my opinion, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks guys for watching. Remember to click that subscribe button, show it to your friends, give it a like, everything helps. Even write a comment on what you want me to make next. Now, obviously, I've got a lot of work to do at the moment, so just put in the comments what you want to see next, and I can't thank you enough. See you next time.